Good morning and welcome back to the Pearl of Arabia, Muscat, Oman. And after spending a few days in the capital, it is time to get on the road and do a road trip around this fascinating country. Conveniently, most of the sites that we are going to see are in the north of Oman, only a couple of hours away from Muscat, and we are going to be seeing sinkholes, wadis, deserts. And late last night our vehicle was dropped off.
So we actually have a rented car from Travs. They have so many different options and it was kind of overwhelming, so we ended up going for one of the cheaper models from around 11 riyals per day, which is about 20-25 pounds. This is a Hyundai Accent. It's lovely and fresh. You can actually pick it up from the airport, but unfortunately, as we were already in the city, we decided to get it dropped off to the hotel, and we will be dropping it back off to the airport. But look at it, it's so fresh, so new, and it
even has the plastic wrapping still on.
It will be perfect to accompany us on our road trip through Oman.
Okay, this is really new. I'm not actually sure it's been used yet, but the plan is day 1 water, day 2 sand, day 3 history and culture.
It's actually strange because the price that we've paid for this car is pretty much the same as what we were paying for taxis in and around the city, and with this car we're going to be able to see a lot of the country, and we're presuming because Oman is a Middle Eastern country. It's the Middle East, there's oil. Petrol has got to be cheap, fingers crossed. And like I said, conveniently in like 3-4 days we can see most of the sights in this country. Foot on the brake. But foot on the brake, wish me luck. I do have to drive on the wrong side of the road, but going by Muscat roads, it should be smooth sailing. And we are off. We have navigated our way out of Muscat and we are heading over the mountains that sit behind the city to head on the coastal road towards the city of Sur. More specifically, where we are heading is something that was created, apparently, locals believe, by an asteroid. And after about an hour and a half's drive, we have made it to the Bimmah Sinkhole, and we have been greeted by the staff. Hello. Hi. I actually have nothing for you. This is just my towels.
Cheesy Doritos?
Oh my god.
There you go. Oh my gosh. Here you go. All for you. Oh my gosh. I'm trapped. I'm officially stuck in the car. So I think it is free to enter. We've walked through the gate and no one's asked us for any money. There are toilets so you can get changed, and here is the spot where the asteroid hit. Oh my god, this is incredible. I kind of like, when you see photos, you don't expect it to be in like a family friendly park surrounded by a wall, but supposedly sinkholes are actually made when underground water pushes up against the rocks, causing them to cave in. Oh, that's boring. That's boring. It was an asteroid. That's
why Omanis and many other people want to believe that it's an asteroid, because it's a better story to tell. This is actually really well set up. You just have to walk down a few steps before you get into the sinkhole. Now, what I read online was that it was like 3 feet to 300 feet. So me not being a great swimmer, I'm definitely going to stay in the shallower ends. You can actually go round as well if you want to, if you are risque, and have a look at the little caves. But look, just barely a few people, and some of the photos I've seen, this was absolutely packed. So
we've got lucky today. It's probably like 10 other people. It's about 26 degrees today, so this is perfect. You can see there isn't too many people, probably 10, 15 at the moment. I think we've got here just after all the tour groups have left. Oh, it looks so refreshing. I'm jumping. Look at the colour of that water. Oh, it's fresh. It's so clear. Ow, 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 ow. They're probably nibbling me. You know the fish you get at the fish spa? I think they're them. Oh,
I think
it tickles. Really, yeah, if you've got horrible feet like me, you're getting a lovely pedicure while you come here. And I didn't expect the water to be this clear. I presume it's a collection of rainwater. But like Molly said, some points are like 3 feet, some others, I think, in the distance near the cave. You're looking at 300. You really wouldn't think, would you, that you could find a little oasis like this just over an hour's drive from Muscat. It really reminds me of the cenotes, look at it, that you get in Mexico. And most people from here will head to Wadi Shab, which is the most famous wadi on the road from Muscat to Sur. But we have a secret wadi that not many people know about, and where we're going to be staying for the night. We've been barely driving 5 minutes, just out of the Bimmah Sinkhole, and there is a camel. Hello. Hello, mate, how are you? Hello, don't spit at me. It's okay to give?
Yeah. What do you do?
Give.
Like one or? Is this how you call a camel in Oman?
Oh, wow.
They're so friendly.
Yeah, is it wild?
This for my uncle.
Ah, your uncle's. Very nice.
This village.
This village?
Yeah.
What's the name?
This baby, small. Baby, this small.
Hello, camel.
This mother.
Oh, the mother is over there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Really cool.
Give.
Yeah? Okay. Shukran.
Shukran.
Ow!
No, not me, yeah.
Oh, they're so cute.
Cute, this.
Oh, is that nice? Are they allowed nuts? I think he likes it. Slobbery hand now, look.
Shukran, shukran.
Not give plastic.
No.
Plastic, only nuts.
Plastic we keep.
This is easy.
All finished. All finished. That was our lunch.
Oh my God.
Hello.
You're
Oh,
so
you're just
friendly.
a baby.
You're just a baby.
Bye-bye. We've got to get back on the road. That is as Oman, quintessential Oman, as it gets. That. It's the side of the road. Bye. Excuse me. Excuse me, you're in the road. Don't give me the hump.
So, as all the other tourists went towards Wadi Shab, we have gone in the complete other direction to our little hidden gem, which is called Wadi Al Arbiyeen.
This is remote. The road has ended, and this is all we can see, just a sea of red rock and mountains. These roads are insane. It is like we are driving through Mars. You would not think that we are going to come up to like a wadi type oasis. That was the most amazing drive ever. We literally had to drive through the water, through the wadi in the end to make it to our accommodation.
Absolutely insane. Wadi Al Arbiyeen resort. Look at us, we're surrounded by these cascading rock mountains. And do you know what this actually really reminds me of? When we stayed in Al Ula in Saudi Arabia, and we had just like one little villa in the middle of everything in the valley, and it's just absolutely stunning.
Look where we're staying. The rooms are right there, and below is the mountain and the wadi. This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. It's so unique. I don't think there are many accommodations in Oman on the wadis, if any. There's even a table tennis table. There's an area to sit out of an evening and just take in the views. It's so serene. I can't believe this. When we found it online, we're like, we need to stay here. Look at our balcony view.
They very kindly put our luggage in already. So now we just need to do our little room tour. Oh, it's like an apartment, isn't it? So I'm hoping that when you open these out, this way, yes, we also have it from your bed.
Look at that. That has got to be the best balcony view we've ever had.
Oh, that's unreal. So beautiful, huge bed, air conditioning, fan, very modern and sort of boho vibes at the top. We have our little desk area. You have 2 packs of butter cookies, and obviously they have a picture of the oasis on their bathroom, which I love. Ah, perfect. Everything you could want, because realistically the thing you come here for is outside, and we have an amazing room and amazing balcony view.
This has really got to be one of the most unique locations we've ever stayed in. Look at that. The views of the Wadi. So what is a Wadi? A Wadi essentially is an Arabic term for a river valley. They're dry in the summer, and in the other months they're filled with rainwater. And that is what we're going to do today. We're going to be splashing around in this hot sun, getting in the Wadi right in front of us. We've actually got some kayaks, and there's a couple of small hikes that you can do to waterfalls before we have dinner.
I just can't believe it.
It's perfect. Look at this.
Honestly, such a nice touch. Arabic coffee, dates, tea. We actually were told that we can drink as it is Ramadan, but you do just have to be mindful of people that might be passing you. And now I can try and pour this. This is a hard skill for my Arabic coffee.
And these dates, they look so good. They're huge. Cheers to your terrible pouring.
I know, pouring out of them is really hard. I'm not sure what the name of them is, but you have to be really specific. I think we're gonna drink our coffee even though it feels like 40 degrees, doesn't it? It feels so hot.
It's like trapped in the mountains, in the valley.
We're gonna drink our coffee and then make it down to our very own little Wadi.
Hello. Hello. We've seen it all today. We've had camels, we've had goats, and now we've got the Wadi's very own donkey. We essentially have our own little beach here. We've set up our towels, and this is our natural swimming pool.
This is cold, but it actually turns out this is actually the only hotel that's on a Wadi. So this is a very unique experience.
Oh, it's fresh.
It is really fresh. It's a lot fresher than the Sinkhole, isn't it?
It's
and
really cold. I think
fish.
So far, I think the donkeys come down here to drink out of the fresh water. There's even ducks. Oh, are you going for it? I'm going for it. It's getting deep. Oh, that is good. Do you know how refreshing that is? Look how natural this is. With all the reeds coming up. You've got the rocks to jump in off. There's a few local kids at the end going for a swim. Are you coming or are you just sitting there? Come on.
We can use the kayaks for free. We can go up and down our own little Wadi. I love this. I really wasn't expecting this. The clear water, the ducks making noise. We've got mountain goats running towards us, a donkey coming to say hi, and we're just in the middle of this valley.
It's so good. We're surrounded by like 100-meter tall cliffs in the freshest of water. I've got Molly doing all the... Go on, Molly. Doing all of the rowing. I'd presume if you came here in rainy season, you'd be able to kayak all the way up the Wadi, but at the moment it's sort of like separate pools, and I think after this you can actually hike all the way through the valley.
This really is like a little oasis, our own oasis. You can see behind me, I think they're actually using the water to sort of grow the beautiful trees. We're about to hike for an hour into the valley.
Apparently there's a little village,
maybe
some more swim spots.
Swim spots, who knows?
This is pretty perfect. We've walked for about an hour past more mountain goats, and we've found our very own little pool along the Wadi. We're just going to chill out, do some skimming. We've got a little skimming competition going on, and then we've probably got about an hour's walk back to the accommodation as the sun sets. morning. Oh, I slept so well last night, like unbelievably well. We had dinner, we sat by the fire, and look where we're sat. I still can't believe that we've got up, and this behind me, the mountains, the valley, the wadi, is our view. We are currently enjoying our morning coffee. We're going to have breakfast, and I think we're going to have one final swim in a waterfall before we get back on the road, because today we are going to be heading to the desert. And we are off on the road. The plan was to be going for a morning dip in this stunning waterfall that's just a 6-minute drive from our accommodation. But unfortunately, there are signs everywhere saying do not swim, because if you jump in, there is no way out. You have to climb up the cliff and there is absolutely no way up. So we would be stuck, but we do need to get back in the car now, because we have about a 2.5-hour drive to Bimmah, which is sort of the jump off point to get to Wahiba Sands, the desert of Oman.
We are about an hour and a half into our journey this morning, and it's been a whole lot of nothing, to be honest.
Exactly what you would expect.
Yeah.
In Oman, you're just on these really, it's lovely to drive, so easy, flat highways for miles and miles on end. I think we've just passed the city of Sur, and we've probably got about an hour left to Bimmah. And we have made it to the end of the road. For the last 30 minutes, it was almost dystopian. We were on the highway, we were eating our dates, looking out for camels, but we have now made it to where the road meets the desert and the dunes, and this is where we're going to be leaving our car for the night. Our accommodation are actually coming in a 4x4 to pick us up, because that is the only way to access where we will be staying tonight. This really feels like the end of the world. Hello, assalamu alaikum. Should we leave the car here or park somewhere else?
Park in here.
Oh, perfect. I'll meet you over there.
Thank you. Shukran.
And we are off. Hold on. Woo. That is fast. From our car to the 4x4, and we are flying across the dunes right now.
This is honestly an adventure in itself. I think we have like 20 kilometers till we get to the accommodation, but the way that we're driving right now, light work. This is honestly so much fun.
Shukran.
Thank you. That was so cool. It was about 20 to 30 minutes of dune bashing. We've previously stayed in the desert in Morocco, but the desert wasn't quite like this. Basically, we drove to the end of one of the main roads and just...
All the accommodation, yeah, the accommodation was like on the road. We've gone 30 minutes deep into desert. I was not expecting this in the middle of the desert. We are taking a golf cart to our room.
Woohoo!
Thank you, my friend. What was your name?
Sanka.
Sanka.
Thank you so much.
The best driver in the whole of the Omani desert. This is us?
Yes, this
Oh,
room.
amazing.
You so much.
Thank you.
This is incredible. Yes. Thank you, strong man. Thank you. Oh my god, is he not the cutest guy? Oh, what else? It's sweetie, but welcome to our superior dune villa. So, first things first.
Let me open the curtains. Let me give you some... Oh, look at that.
I think the whole point of it is that it's like dusky
Some
and
light.
cool. But here we have our table and chairs, we have our TV, a humongous bed. We have, oh, I'm going to look in here first. Let's have a look, because this is too blooming cool. I did not know that we were going to have a balcony.
In the desert.
We have a balcony, and look behind me, look over here. Look at these dunes.
They're
These
huge.
absolutely massive dunes. And then lastly, let's check out the bathroom. This is so cool. It's so spacious, and they are like little villas in the desert. Let's have a look. Whoa!
That's huge.
It's lovely.
This is seriously unbelievable. Apparently this is one of the furthest accommodations into the Wahiba Sands desert. So we really are getting an authentic experience. I believe it's about 200 kilometers long and 100 kilometers wide, and it was named Wahiba Sands after the Bani Wahiba tribe that used to live here. But we now have the entire day to become Bedouins.
This is honestly like a proper resort village. We're just situated between two dunes. You have all of the rooms, you have the swimming pool, which I cannot wait to get into because it is absolutely baking, and we have this sort of like, I don't know if it's an Arabic sort of
Bedouin
thing,
style,
Bedouin style
fire pit
sofa chairs. We actually had something really similar when we went to Dubai. Do you remember? All them years ago, 7 years ago or 8 years ago, way before we filmed YouTube, but you had this little sort of couch seating area around.
It's going to be nice this evening. You can just sit here.
Do you think it's going to get cold though?
I don't know. I don't know whether you're meant to sit by the fire this evening or use the pool. This is unreal. I'm literally in a swimming pool in the middle of the Omani desert. It is so refreshing. Oh, I can see why you'd have one of these in the middle of the desert, because believe it or not, it gets rather hot. So if you are ever planning to build a home in the middle of the desert, I'd highly recommend a pool. The plan is, I think, to chill out for the next half hour, hour or so, and then later on this afternoon we are going to hit these dunes up. I have put my Kuma on as my helmet, and I'm going to turn into Mad Bloomin' Max in these dunes. Look at this. This is a beast.
This is an absolute beast of a quad bike. I was expecting just tiny little ones. I mean, how many times have we ridden them before?
I told them a lot. They now think I'm an expert.
You better be an expert.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm not ready.
Go slowly. Ah!
I'm going slow. I'm going slow. Whoa, I think we're going the wrong way already. This is so good. Normally when you get a quad bike, you have to go on a tour, go really slowly, and you have an instructor telling you what to do. But we just have the open dunes and this beast all to ourselves. It's so good. We have achieved our goal of finding camels.
This one don't look friendly.
It's got the hump.
That is the worst joke ever, but yeah, this one definitely doesn't look very friendly. Look.
Hello.
Excuse me, Mr. Camel.
I kind of imagined going up to them and giving them a stroke, but I'm really not sure with these two. The Arabian dream is over. Wish me luck. I'm letting Molly drive. What am I doing right now? I'm risking my life. Careful, slow. Whoa, 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 whoa. I do not trust her. That was unblooming believable. Welcome home, welcome back.
We have now swapped our quad bike for the Sandboarding.
They look great.
I think I've only ever done this twice before in my life, and let me tell you, I was not good at it, but the sun is just starting to set now. We are heading up to the top of the dune, and hopefully we will make it back down on this.
Whoa!
That is Mashnun!
Wow!
Oh,
we cheated, we've got a lift.
Oh my god, yes! This is what we like to see.
Yalla Emshi. Full massage. Whoa! Oh my!
Oh my god, you dash!
The Omani desert massage. Thank you so much, Shukran. Wow. Omani hospitality.
You can slide there until now.
Ah, from here is too steep, right? Here
Yes,
is
that for after.
for after. First I practice here.
Omani hospitality is absolutely top tier. A couple of locals saw us struggling. They were coming up here anyway to check out the views, so they've taken us up the top. Now I'm up here, I'm actually kind of scared.
That is it. That is a
steep drop.
That is very steep, but the views over the hotel,
Unreal.
in the desert.
The sun dropping behind the dunes, like, this is amazing. This is what you think of when you think of deserts. Wish us luck.
Here we go. The sun is setting. I have waxed my board. I don't know what I'm doing. I do not know what I'm doing. But I'm going! Woo! It's good, right? I made it! Are you ready? Oh, I've done the practice one, the baby hill. Now for this. Okay, yalla.
Yalla, yalla, Hamoud, yalla.
Yalla. Oh dear.
Say Bismillah.
Bismillah.
Yalla, Bismillah, go.
Ah,
Yalla, yalla,
ah, we're good, we're good, we're good. I'm sinking. I'm sinking. Oh, that was an anti-climax. Oh shh! Woo! Woo! Ow!
Brilliant.
Ouch! Do not put a lot of wax on your board. I went so quick and fell over so hard, but I'm in a bit of pain. How could you be upset? Look at that. Good morning from the desert of Oman. We are getting old. Very, very old. I'm aching from my fall, and I am picking sand out of places that should definitely not have sand in them. But last night we had a very nice dinner. It was like 6 courses. They just kept bringing more food, from Arabic mezes to burgers to pastas and everything in between. But we're currently walking over to the restaurant. Look at this, it's stunning, isn't it? We're in the middle of the desert. It's so peaceful to grab some breakfast, and then we've got to really get back on the road because we've got a half-an-hour drive back to our car in the 4x4, and then about 2.5 hours to the area of Nizwa, Bahla, and the mountains that we're going to be staying in this evening. Most important drink of the day. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. So like we said, day 1, water. Day 2, sand. And today is going to be all about culture and history. But first, I need my coffee.
Shukran, shukran. Thank you. Oh, and we've made it back to civilization after a lovely stay at the Arabian Nights Resort. We had another trip on the dunes in the 4x4, but we need to... Ah, it's still here! I was worried. Our trusty car is still here, and we've got about, what, 2 hours to Nizwa?
2 hours and 15 minutes to Nizwa, and the road trip continues.
Can we have a full tank, please? I have no idea how to open. But before we get going on our drive, we need to fill up in some petrol. How much does petrol cost here in Oman? Well, it is 0.229 per litre, so that is cheap. That is about 50 English pence.
And after about a 2-hour drive, we have made it to Nizwa, actually home to Oman's most visited monument, the Nizwa Fort, and also famous for its clay pottery. It looks super cute.
Before you get to the fort, you're going to have to come through the Nizwa souq, which is one of the most authentic in all of Oman. Unfortunately, because it's Ramadan, not too much is open at the moment, but the area there is stunning.
I'm just looking around at everything because there's so many little gems. Because it's known for pottery, it's Oman's traditional craft, you will find absolutely everything. Look here, you can get tiny little cups. I'm sure that's for your Arabic coffee, but there's a guy in there polishing something. I'm not sure if we're allowed to go in. I want to go and see. Hello. Hello.
Salam.
I wanted to see, what are you doing?
Just clean.
You're cleaning. These are the knives.
Yes.
Swords or knife?
Knife.
Knife.
What is the name?
Khanga.
Khanga.
Yes.
Wow.
And you shining it.
Yes.
Is this somebody's, they've brought it to you to polish?
Yes.
Wow. Oh my god, look at them all up here. And these are from Oman?
They're beautiful.
Oh, they're amazing. Thank you so much. I just wanted to see. I saw you scrubbing. So cool.
You also have pots outside?
Yes.
You
Pots?
sell pots. This is your shop outside.
I'll have a look at your pots. Thank you. Shukran.
Thank you.
That's really cool. He's polishing the knife. You actually see that everywhere. The knife hanging in hotels.
I forgot what it was.
I've also forgotten. I have to watch this back. Now this is really cool. You can see it's made from clay and it's perfect for your cappuccino in the morning, and it even has the knife on.
They also have ones with handles. What do you prefer?
Can I see? Does it have the knife on?
Yeah. Which
Decisions.
one? Hello. I want to get this one.
How much is this one?
Oh,
Perfect.
Thank you. I think I have 3 riyal.
And do you make yourself these? You make these?
No, from Bahla.
Ah, in Bahla they make.
Really cool.
Really nice. Handmade.
Yeah. I love them. Look at them. So cute.
Shukran. Thank you.
And what was the name of this again? Because I forgot.
The knife.
Khanga.
Hanger.
Hanger.
Khanga.
I can't do that. That was a bargain. 3 riyals, so around 6 English pounds, and I'm sure Matt will definitely enjoy having his cappuccino out of that. But this is actually a lot different to Mutra souq in Muscat. What we noticed was we got hassled quite a bit in Mutra souq, and the owners weren't actually Omani. Here the owners are Omani. It's a lot more relaxed. They're happy to see you, and I'm happy to spend money.
Definitely more authentic. Even everything they're selling is handmade rather than probably from China.
Yeah, and look, all of it's not even, and you can tell this fly won't leave me alone, but also the paint, go away, the paint is like a bit uneven, let's say, and I think that adds to its character.
I want a camel.
That is probably the worst thing I've ever seen in my whole entire life. Quick, quick.
Now this is really cool. We have made it to the famous Nizwa fortress. It was actually 5 riyals each to enter, so about 10 English pounds. And this was actually constructed back in the 17th century by the Sultan at the time and took 12 years to build. On the way in, we actually went through like a little farm area that had a lot of a lot of angry animals, but there's like a museum below that's very interactive, so you can learn a lot about what is going on, and you even get a little booklet to remember all your facts for your YouTube video.
They have done this very, very well, I must say. I mean, we only have Mutra Fort to compare it to, but so far there's a lot going on. Should it not be Ramadan, there would be beautiful cafes and rooftops that we could sit on and overlook this, but unfortunately, as it's Ramadan, for us, we cannot sit and overlook this incredible fortress. Instead, we can walk around, we can have a look at the soldiers.
What is the soldiers' room?
I'm not sure, but I do hope there's no one on it. There is a padlock in it, so we should be fine. But behind me, you do have the largest circular tower in the Arabian Peninsula, and that is pretty cool.
Molly, can you just come over a minute?
What?
I need to have a word with you in the private discussion room. And we have made it to the circular part of the fortress. To get here, we had to go over dungeons, murder holes, and everything in between. But this really was the stronghold back in the day of Nizwa to protect its oasis. And you still have, look, these cannons that would have been looking out at the enemy incoming. There's still like bullet holes in certain parts of it. And just a 30-minute drive from Nizwa, we have made it to Bahla, home to yet another fort that we've parked up outside and we'll be seeing in a little while. But before that, we've headed into this labyrinth maze of old mud houses. It feels like a war zone, but it's such a shame that it's not here anymore.
It really does feel like a war zone, but it's kind of strange. See, you've got the old doors, which are amazing. There's some rope hanging up.
Oh, that's
someone's
creepy.
shoes. And look at that bone. What is that?
There's a bone.
I'm scared they're going to fall on us.
And the rope hanging, but you can see by the design, it was probably part of the fort back in the 13th century.
And we're in. Welcome to Bahla Fort. We now can compare the three forts that we have visited. Nizwa was very commercial, it was right in the city. I did like Mutra Fort, but Bahla just feels a little bit more authentic, more traditional. You're surrounded by these beautiful mountains, the oasis, and it's a little bit more rustic, not quite as polished.
Rough around the edges.
I think that's the best way to describe it. Rough around the edges, and it certainly from this view anyway looks the nicest.
It definitely feels like you've got a lot more freedom here. You can walk around everywhere, you can climb all of the walls, and still some of them today, look. Made out of mud, very, very authentic. I believe it was reopened to the public in 2012, and this was the first UNESCO listed fort in all of Oman, built by one of the tribes between the 12th and 15th century. And today we're the only ones here. It was absolutely packed in Nizwa, but here we have the whole thing and all of these views of the oasis below.
One thing
to ourselves.
I love when you drive in, you can actually see, like on the road to Bahla, you can actually see the walls. The walls must spread across this oasis so far. This is Bahla souq. This is actually where the lady told us to come, where her friend would be doing, but as you can see, there is nobody doing pottery or anything. Everything is absolutely closed. I think it will open up later this evening, but we do not have time because we've got to get up into the mountains.
Assalamu alaikum. Good, Kifek? Good.
Parking here?
Yeah, the end of the road. This is where we leave our little car again. We jump into the 4x4 and get up to the mountains. And this is why we dropped our car, because we are going off-road up into the mountains of Hamra. Shukran, shukran.
Okay, I can see why they call this hotel The View. Welcome to the Hamra Mountains. We are actually 1,400 meters. The swimming pool? Perfect, thank you. We are actually 1,400 meters above sea level right now. As you heard our lovely guide, we have a swimming pool there. But look at this. I can't believe it. The bumpy ride was worth it. Okay, now probably for the best bit, our room. So we have humongous bedding, photos of the bedwins, which I think is a really nice touch. Lots of storage. We have water, tea, coffee, a TV, which I tell you now, we will not be watching because there's something else that we'll be watching. First things first, our bathroom. I'm almost certain if we open the blinds on our bath.
Can you open the blinds?
Are you ready?
You get to have a bath with, oh, look at that. We're only halfway there.
That was kind of a teaser though, wasn't it?
A real teaser. Look at this view. That is incredible.
Ready? Sit in your bath.
Oh, I'm in there tonight.
But
I'm already in there. I'm visualising myself in that bath.
I did not want to show you that because, come on out. One minute here. You've got this view, the restaurant and the mountains.
Oh, look at the sun setting as well.
1 minute here. You have the sunset and the mountains. This is insane.
What a way to spend our final night in Oman.
We've literally had 3 very incredible and unique accommodations. We've ticked it all off pretty much. We've done wadis,
desert,
and
now mountains. What a blooming view. Pardon the pun. I think we're going to sit here, watch the sunset from our balcony and go and get some dinner. Cheers. Such a unique accommodation. We're literally hanging off the edge of the map, off the edge of the mountain in our little pod. The sun is just setting. Look at it. Magical, magical location. It's a little bit chilly up here though, so I do need this jumper. Look at that.
And very nice view.
Incredible view.
Yeah, very nice. Your room also is
I
very
know,
nice.
Oh.
like the best way.
Yeah, best way. One of these. That's 16, 24.
So we have one of the best views. Thank you so much.
Enjoy. Enjoy your meal.
Wow, what
Thank
do we
you.
have?
Yes.
Oh, it's buffet.
Yeah, we just take the pork here.
Potatoes, kebab,
Yeah, exactly.
pasta,
Yes.
fish, chicken.
Yes.
I think I might have it all.
We are feasting. I'm starting off with my little Middle Eastern platter, a soup, my Omani bread, and you've skipped starters.
This is so unlike you. I have a vegetable curry, potatoes, I have pasta, and I've got my eyes on chicken chili and probably a soup. I am properly feasting.
Actually, can I get 2 chicken now, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you very much. They smell really good. Thank you. Plate number 2. I could not say no to this. I didn't realise, but outside they've got the barbecue going. Oh, that's good.
Let me try some.
That is really good.
What juicy chicken?
Juicy Omani barbecue chicken. Good morning. What a view to wake up to. And enjoy. Oh, that is sweet. I don't think I like that. I would say enjoy your morning coffee. On the balcony, I ate far too much food at the buffet last night, and today's plan is take it slow. Our flight is back to the UK tonight at about 11:55, so we're gonna relax in the mountains, use the pool, have some breakfast, and take it all in before driving back. We'll probably see a couple of things on our way back to Muscat Airport, dropping off the car. But the views, look at this. It's just so serene. Dry mountains, there's a canyon in front. I think we've found the Grand Canyon of Oman.
Fine, thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. How
Could I get a... Oh, very well. With this view? Too well. Could I get an omelette with cheese, please?
Sure.
Just cheese. Thank you very much.
plain omelette?
Yes, with cheese. This is perfect. Egg station, toast, beans, and my first cappuccino in Oman. I finally found one.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I went for an English breakfast tea. How predictable. Breakfast has been demolished and we now have a few hours to enjoy this incredible infinity pool over the mountains. Today's going to be a good day.
This is so good. We are literally on the edge of Oman. The views, I keep saying it.
Oh, it takes your breath away. That's actually their slogan. So it's true though. Like you stand up here and you're looking down, it's absolutely incredible. I don't think we were expecting it to be quite as good as it is, but this is cold. Are you getting in?
I'm getting in, I don't want to fall. You're like right on the edge. That is good. And so is that. Oh my gosh. Honestly, this is the perfect way to end our time in Oman, and this would be a great base for exploring this region. You're about a 40-minute drive to Nizwa, 20 minutes to Bahla, and only 10 minutes away from the abandoned mud villages of Misfat and Al Hamra. It's so good.
We are checked out and we have been dropped back to our car. Before we head back to Muscat. We've come to check out Al Hamra, the 400-year-old village, one of the oldest in Oman. As you can see behind me, the houses are just these little mud-built houses, and unfortunately a lot of them have collapsed.
Just look at this. Imagine what went on here for hundreds of years. Date farmers and everything in between, but today, just wasting away.
Amongst the crumbling buildings, a local has actually opened up their home, revamped it a little bit and made it into a museum called Beit Al Safa. It's actually the #1 thing to do in the village.
And we're in, so it was 3 rials each to enter, about £6 English, and you can see, look, we're in somebody's old home, and he's actually giving us a quick tour of the building. I think the first stop is the old kitchen. Thank you.
Oh my god. Thank you so much. So this is the traditional Omani bread, right? Do you want to share mine?
Thank you, thank you. That is enough, I'll be full.
We've made it into the kitchen. We have a lady making the bread fresh on the hot stove. It's so interesting to see how they make it. They basically just slap down the flour and water mixture to make this thin, crumbling bread.
Wow, that was perfect timing. You can go through the whole house, check all of the bedrooms, and how it would have been 400 years ago. We've come up to the roof as the call to prayer started, and you can see just how vast the old mud houses are, and then the oasis the other side.
I really wasn't expecting this. You know, we don't really like museums, but I wouldn't call this a museum. It's
a living museum,
interactive, and so worth 3 rials.
You really would not have thought that an abandoned, crumbling village would have a place so good. But I even have my bag of souvenirs, 1 rial oud and 1 rial soap. But we are now back on the road to Muscat, to the airport. You really can see why so many people recommend doing a road trip. Petrol is so cheap. Car rental is so affordable, like we got ours with Travs. And just look at the roads. The roads are so easy to drive. They are huge through the middle of nowhere, and you hardly see any other vehicles. And all of the sites that you're going to drive to each day, they're only like 2 hours from each other. Like we now have a 2-hour drive back to Muscat Airport on the empty roads. Look at it, the empty roads of Oman.